I want to thank you for joining me today. Now, today, I want to tap back in to the book of love. And before we do that, I want to go ahead and jump in and say that every message I put out on this channel is my truth. And my truth is just that, my truth. It's something that I found along my journey that has helped me get to where I am today. And putting out these messages are breadcrumbs for those who resonate with my truth and decide, you know what, hey, I want to follow this same path. Because I can tell you for sure that this path, if followed to the letter, you can't help but win. But to continue on, we're going to go into the book of love. And the chapter in the book of love we're going to read from today is competition in life. Now, for me personally, I don't compete with anybody in life. I never have, and I never will. Now, if you grew up with me or you were around me when we were competing with video games, basketball, anything like that, something where we're going back and forth. People would say, "Oh no, he's very competitive," which in those type of situations, I am, because that's just for me. That's fun, and it actually started a very long time ago. Oddly, at the Boys and Girls Club. So at a very young age, I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, and it was a ton of kids there, right? So sometimes we bring our video games and hook it up to the TV, and obviously with that many kids, if you lost, you was off those sticks for a while, right? So if I got off the sticks, I go to the back, and while I'm in the back, I would observe everybody. That's all I've always I've always been aware of my surroundings, and I observe everything. So I used to observe people, and I would watch kids, and I'm like, dang, you don't like losing, you don't like when that kid said this, you don't like when that kid said that. So I realized very quickly people are very emotional, like when you're competing, right? If people were talking trash and this, that, so I realized that very quickly. So I used it to my advantage. Like, that's why you see it in sports. Like, and you see the king of that, Conor McGregor. So it's to get the person in their emotions. When you're in your emotions, you're not at your peak abilities when you're in your emotions. So that's what I would do. I would use it, and I would talk all kinds of trash in video games and this, that, and the other. But that's where it stopped. Like when it came to life or anything like that, or helping someone, I'm the first there. I'm always the first to help people. I don't compete with things when it's like, if it's life situations, jobs, all that stuff. Like I'm not looking to compete in all that stuff, because I want everybody to win. That's just me. I want everybody to win, and I'm going to celebrate you when you win. And it's genuine. It's not, there's nothing fake about it. It's genuine. I want everybody to win. So with viewing it that way, I always look at the only competition I have in my life is me. That's it. The only competition I've ever found was me. And what do I mean by that? Not saying that, oh, I'm the best in the world, no, everybody else. No, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm saying in my world, because this is my world that I'm existing in, my world, it's my world. So in my world, I'm only one existing in my world. That's the only one I'm competing with is me. Everybody's confused because they're on what we call Earth, this planet, right? So you see it as everybody is here collectively, but it's individual worlds in this one world. Please understand that. Everybody has their own world, but we interact in this one world. So what you do in your world affects you. So there's no competition. I don't care what job I had. It does not matter because there is no competition. I only compete with me. With me only competing with me. This is how I see it. I want to be better than the guy I was yesterday. Every single day, without fail, my objective is to be better than the guy that laid his head on the pillow yesterday. Before I go to bed tonight, I will be better than I was yesterday. I will be. Because that is my intention every single day. And I go forward with that intention and move in that energy every single day. Everything I do with intention. There's nothing that I don't do with intention. I move with intention everywhere. Let me give you an example. My last place that I lived, in my apartment, when I wake up, as soon as I open my eyes, I start saying my affirmations before my feet even touch the ground, right? So I say my affirmations. This is priming your mind. When I'm going to the bathroom, right above the ledge of the bathroom, I put a little metal sign there, and it said, "Better than you were yesterday," right? Or stronger than you were yesterday. And I look at that sign, I say, "You damn right." Then I keep going. Then I go to the bathroom, right? And right in front of the everything I did was with intention and purpose. I put a sign right above the toilet. So every single time I went to the bathroom, I made sure I read the sign. And it said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." And that's by Ralph Waldorf Emerson. Now, I had this right above my toilet. So once again, when I'm sitting there using the bathroom, I'm reading this. So I'm like, who am I going to be today? So everything I'm doing, I'm prepping myself. Who am I destined to be? So when I was doing sales, I am the number one sales. I'm priming my mind in everything that I was doing, so I could walk completely in that energy. So there is no competition for me because I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. Now, if I came across someone who, let's say, when I was doing sales and I came across somebody who was smoking it in sales, right? I don't look at that as competition. Now, if this person wants to, because this is how I am, I'm going to ask you questions. I don't get jealous. Like you obviously know what you're doing. You obviously have a system figured out. If this person is willing to tell me, I'm going to ask. Why? Because if I got something, I don't gatekeep anything. I'm going to tell you verbatim what I'm doing without holding back, because I want everybody to win, because everybody can win. There's unlimited energy. Money is energy. It's the same thing. There's unlimited energy. So why am I sitting there trying to gatekeep anything, any information? No, I'm not. But the things I did, I know I moved intentionally every single day. Every single day. Straight intention. So are you going to move with that same intention that I move with every single day? This is the only way these messages I'm putting out are going to work for you, is if you're moving with that intensity every single day. Every single day. And life's going to give you all the reasons to doubt what I'm saying and believe whatever you want to believe. But I'm trying to tell you what has worked for me. What has got me to a place where I have peace. When things come up, I just handle them and move from that. Whatever's happening is happening. It doesn't matter. But what I do know is I don't have to compete with anybody in any field. I never have, because I don't see the next man and or woman as competition, let alone especially anybody I'm in a relationship with. That's ridiculous. You're supposed to be a team. So how does it make sense for you to compete with someone you're in a relationship with? And I understand that this is put into us at a very, very, very young age. You think it was a coincidence that we played musical chairs in school? No, that was your introduction into competition right there. It was all fun and games when it was 8 kids and 8 chairs, right? It was fun. That was a fun game. When they moved that first chair, he was like, oh, what we doing here? Oh, and then that first kid fell on the ground. You're like, oh, man. Now it done went from fun to competition. And everybody wanted that chair, right? You remember that? They're putting competition in your mind early. And a lot of people can't get out of that competition. You still playing musical chairs. Still playing musical chairs. I'm trying to tell you, you do not have to compete with anybody other than yourself. And when you do that, watch how things change for you. Watch how things change for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. And as always, if you got anything out of this message, I ask that you go ahead and smash that like and subscribe, and I'll check in the next message.